Hello there, and welcome to my channel. If you've stumbled upon this video, you're probably... What are you doing? Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. I don't know how to start this video. Hi.
Hi.
And welcome to my channel. What? Hello there, and welcome to my channel. If you've stumbled upon this video, you're probably browsing through a bunch of other Reddit videos on YouTube, and that is exactly why I made this vid. Seeing how Reddit videos have been pretty popular recently, I figured I wanted to, do my own take on the whole Reddit video thing. So here I am. Given that this video idea is hugely unoriginal in and of itself, I feel like the least I could do is pick a subreddit that hasn't been covered yet. So after some digging, I stumbled upon this goldmine called r/NotTheOnion. At least I think this hasn't been covered on YouTube yet. I haven't seen any videos yet, so hopefully this is somewhat of an original take. Okay, so if you don't know what The Onion is, it's basically a satirical news website that posts, well, satire. And if you don't know what satire is, well, to be honest, you probably shouldn't be on the internet in the first place. So r/NotTheOnion is basically a subreddit dedicated to finding all the weird and wacky subreddits. Dang it! So basically, r/NotTheOnion is a subreddit dedicated to finding all the weird and wacky articles on the internet. And basically, like, these articles, or their titles for that matter, are basically so absurd that when you look at them at first glance, you think that they're a satire article until you read it and you realize that, oh wait, it's not. That was one hell of an intro. Yeah, okay, this intro is getting way too long. Without further ado, let's get right into it. I hope you enjoy. Alright, so we are already off to a great start. The first article, this is top post of all time. But yeah, the first article we have here is Roof Collapses at West Erie Roofing Company. A classic example of somebody not doing their job properly. I can't. It's so simple, but it's so funny. Okay, that one's not that interesting. This one looks interesting. A convicted Thai fraudster is sentenced to 13,275 years in jail for Ponzi scheme. How does this even happen? Like, I don't get it. Okay, so basically, a convicted Thai fraudster who tricked 2,600 victims out of 574 million baht, or sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that, which is 24.8 million New Zealand dollars, has been sentenced to 13,275 years in jail by a Thai court. Okay, this is just something I don't get in justice systems in general. Like, why do we allow such large sentences? I don't understand. Like, all these, like these 150 years or 200 years in prison kind of thing. How? Why? Why does this happen? Like, I don't... Isn't that just life? Like, what is this? How do you... I don't know. I guess I need to read more into the whole justice system because it just doesn't make sense in my head. Moving on to the next one. Utah teacher fired after showing students classical paintings which contained nudity. Okay, let me see some of the comments here. Even crazier, he got the images from the school's own library. So basically, he was using images from the school's own library, and he got fired for showing them because they contained nudity. What? That's weird enough. Moving on. Well, this one ought to be good. Parish council apologizes for offense after minibus anus sign. Lovely. Okay, so basically what happened was they had a minibus and it should read Churchill and Langford Minibus Society. But when the door opens, the text like overlaps, and as you can see in this picture, it says Churchill Anus Society. Yeah, that's just a classic example of, like, I guess, poor design. They didn't really think about it. Man arrested for OWI after crashing company vehicle aimed to prevent drunk driving. What is O.O? A Hazel Green man is arrested for operating while intoxicated after crashing a vehicle for a company aimed to prevent drunk driving. There's not really much to say there. That's just like a classic example of irony. Like, it's a vehicle for a company that's supposed to prevent drunk driving, and this dude crashed it while driving it drunk. That's not that good. Let's go a little deeper here. What? Okay. Hold on. Let me just take a minute to really appreciate this. Enraged naked postal worker goes on killing spree. I mean, that's more scary than it is funny. I expected this to contain more funny articles, but half of these are just really weird. Relatives and friends of 2 Ohio postal workers slain by an enraged naked co-worker were at a loss to explain the violence that occurred Saturday morning. Police said Deshaun Stewart, 24, of Columbus, was charged with killing his supervisor at a post office in Dublin, Ohio, and then killing the Dublin postmaster outside the Columbus apartment complex where she lived. Okay then. That's really just sad. Like, out of all the ways you could die, you were killed by a naked angry man. Like, I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, I've seen this one already, but it never fails to hit me. Okay, so this one from the New European. Electricity is important for light and heating, Brexit reports reveal. The Brexit Department has been mocked after publishing sectoral analyses revealing that electricity is vital for light and heating, fishing is important to coastal communities, and postal services are used to supply goods. And in other news, food is vital for human survival, and the world is round. Wow. The reports also explain what an aeroplane is and how they are useful for conducting trade between countries, and features some sections which appear to have been lifted wholesale from Wikipedia. In the report on electricity, published as written evidence on the Brexit Department's website yesterday, it notes, electricity is a fundamental part of modern society. Residential and industrial users rely on its use to ensure basic and vital needs such as lighting, heating, or refrigeration are met on a daily basis. Honestly, this is like the type of stuff you would write if you were like in junior high, right? Like, how does this happen? I understand at a high school level, like everybody's done this at some point, right? But how does this happen in the British Parliament? Or I don't know where it was, but yeah. Oh, look at this. Okay. Alcohol level in air at fraternity party registers on breathalyzer. Police say there was so much alcohol being consumed at a college fraternity party in Maryland. The air inside the house registered at .01 on a breathalyzer. Can you imagine being that drunk that the police can walk into your home with a breathalyzer and be like, "Yep, you're drunk." Oh look, another one about Brexit. UK's secret Brexit studies reveal that Airbus makes planes. This is in a legitimate study posted by important officials. On Thursday, the documents were released online. There was detail as promised. The parts of an aircraft can be simplistically split into 3 areas, began the first on aerospace. It was explained what the industry makes. Structures which include the nose, fuselage, wings, engine nacelles, I'm not sure, which encase the engines, and tail. It went on to reveal that there are 2 companies in the world that make large passenger aircraft, and that's Boeing and Airbus. Like, this is something you would expect at like a grade school level, but this is happening. There are adults writing these articles explaining what planes do in a government article. I'm not gonna comment on this one. I'm just gonna leave it on the screen for you to read. That's something else. US government lifts funding ban on making lethal viruses. Why? Like, we've seen all those zombie movies. It's not safe. Moving on. Oh, some things are good. Some things are hella good. Okay. Online digital collectors investing millions in imaginary cats. On imaginary cats. These crypto kitties lets you exchange Ethereum for cartoon kittens. If you don't know what Ethereum is, it's basically a crypto coin, cryptocurrency, digital currency. I don't know how to say it. Yeah. This is basically that one game, I forget what it's called, like that one game about collecting cats. This is that, but like taken to the extreme. If you're doing this, you've hit peak crazy cat person status. Now this sounds like it could be an Onion article. The Room's Tommy Wiseau wants to make a Star Wars movie. You know what? I'm for it. I want to see it. I legit want to see this. Like, not canon, just like make a spin-off or something like that, but I genuinely want to see this. If you haven't, or if you don't know about Tommy Wiseau, or you don't know The Room, it's basically, it's art, alright? It's just, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, absolutely. I can't really recommend that you watch it, but if you're curious, yeah. Tommy Wiseau would make an excellent director, let's be honest. It'd be hilarious and cringeworthy at the same time. That is the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I intend to make more content, maybe not necessarily like this, but for my channel in the future, so feel free to subscribe if you feel so inclined. And with that said, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Peace.